Aloha everyone. My name is Jacob Yoder and I'm on staff here with Ywam ships in Kona, Hawaii. I came out here, I'm originally from Ohio, and the Lord really gripped my heart for missions. The reason I'm here today is I wanted to talk to you guys about Ywam ships Outpost Panama. Outpost Panama is an operating location of Ywam ships located on a beautiful isolated island called Bastimentos in the Bocas del Toro region of Panama. We have this operating location to reach the Nobe, which are the natives of Panama, who were originally in the mainland and then were since pushed out. And now this beautiful people group called the Nobe live in shacks on the side of the islands, on the coastlines, up and down the rivers. They're subsistence farmers, fishermen, families, fathers, mothers, children, and they're living in poverty. And they're living with lack of clean water, lack of electricity, lack of the knowledge of the gospel, lack of discipleship. Another reason we have this base out there is for the expats. There's a huge expat community who come down there and live on their yachts from around the Western world, as well as a huge tourist community that come. Bocas can be a party town and people love to come. They're looking for something to fill their lives. And I think one of the special things with Bocas is, we always say in Ywam, we go to the nations. Well, in Bocas, the nations come to us. And so there's this dichotomy. You have the Nobe and you have the expats coming through. And with this base, we get to reach both. This base is located in the jungle on an isolated island where we have 8 acres of farmland that we can develop and use to our will to reach the Nobe. And I think the reason that it really grabbed my heart was about a year and a half ago. I was staffing a DTS, and it was August of 2020. And I was just going through the normal day. Wasn't planning on it, wasn't really knowing anything much about Panama. And then that night I had a dream. And in this dream, the Lord showed me that I was in Panama and I was delivering a baby. And I was like, what the heck? I don't know how to deliver a baby. I don't want to deliver a baby. What is this? But I was in a dark room. I was delivering a baby and there was curtains around me. And I knew that I was in Panama. And I was like, okay, what's this thing? And kind of put it on the shelf, didn't think too much about it. Well, not a week later, I had the exact same dream again. I'm in this dark room, curtains around me, delivering a baby. And Lord, what are you trying to talk to me about? So I started studying this and reading it, and I came to understand, I'm birthing a ministry in Panama. We're birthing a ministry. And I started looking into Panama. I learned about Outposts, and I was like, this is it. These are beautiful people, and my heart started breaking for a people that's not my own. And my heart I would weep. There were times where I would just pray and ask the Lord, like, God, when can I go? When can I go? Please let me go to see this place that I've never been to, but I feel so strongly about. And back in end of December, beginning of January of this past year, 2021, 2022, I took a team to Outpost Panama for the first time, and I spent 3 months there. And those 3 months really marked me. They changed my life. I met some of my best friends to this day who are Nobe, who live with us and run with us down there. I saw the villages. I saw the expats. I saw the potential. And all of a sudden, this dream made sense to me. There's right now no staff at Outpost Panama. We're in a staff shortage due to several reasons, but one of them is it's hard. It's on an isolated island. We're using rainwater to drink, to bathe, to wash dishes, everything. We're using solar panels. Sometimes it doesn't rain. Sometimes the power's out. And it just marks me that, man, this is what it is. This is an unborn baby. There's so much potential here. There's so much potential to reach the Nobe with clean water projects, with the gospel, to do surfing ministries in one of the best surfing places around the world with the expats and with the tourists, to do street evangelism and to deliver Bibles, to do medical care. There's so much potential. There's so many things the Lord wants to do, and we can't do it yet because this isn't born, similar to a child where the Lord has spoken words over this unborn child, and yet the child's not born, and so it cannot fulfill any of those words. And I started praying into this, like, Lord, like, come on, like, let's go, let's do this. Like, I wanna see this baby born. I wanna walk in this. And I heard the Lord specifically say, use it or lose it. He's like, if you want to see Outpost Panama move forward, take the reins and go for it. Step out, do it. And he really convicted me in that. And so I started asking more questions. And in August, I went down with a friend of mine to do strictly a scouting mission at the base, realizing, okay, what do we actually need to launch this base, and who would be the right people, and what could we do here? And since August, I've come back, and we are actually up to 5 people now on the team, which is just amazing. And every day I'm praying, God, send the right people, send the right people, send the right people. And the right people have been coming. We have 2 girls from Canada, we have a girl from Central America and Mexico, and we have a girl from Puerto Rico, and then myself as well, and others coming on later. And our goal is to go down, staff Outpost Panama, host outreach teams who can then go do good outreach in the Nobe. I think with having the long term there, that gives the short term purpose, and that gives the short term a backing. Without the long term, the short term just comes in, and then it kind of falls away. But we want to go down, be that long term, and say, yes, we're going to see this through. We have a word of the Lord that says we're going. And so we're going to see it through, even in the hard times. And that's kind of been my prayer right now is, God, send the right people. And my question to you is, are you the right people? Are you the right person? Is this something that the Lord has been putting on your heart? Can you say yes to this? And if that is, let's talk. One of the verses that the Lord has really been giving me while we've been walking through this is this verse right here. It's Joshua 14:12. And Joshua and Caleb, they're like best friends. Joshua and Caleb are the 2 guys. They went into the promised land with the other 10 spies originally before the 40 years of wandering. And they were the 2 guys who said, yes, we can conquer this land. Yes, the Lord has given us this land. They have faith and favor. And after the 40 years of wandering, Joshua and Caleb are now back in the promised land. And Caleb comes to his friend Joshua, and he says this, "So now give me this hill country of which the Lord spoke on that day. For you heard on that day how the Anakim were there with great fortified cities. It may be that the Lord will be with me, and I shall drive them out, just as the Lord said." And as we go down and say, hey, we're going to do this, and there's fortified cities, and it's going to be hard, but we're going to take them because the Lord spoke it. The Lord said we can. And in Ywam, we listen, we obey, and we never quit. So again, my ask is this. Would you consider coming to join us in Outpost Panama to take this hill country, to take this land for the Lord, and see what the Lord can do? Thanks so much.